Hello everyone, this is Shadni Tercero, and for today I will be discussing about the teacher professionals across the ASEAN. So first is the academic preparations of teacher professionals in basic education. So the admission to pre-service teacher education varies from the graduates of grade 9 or grade 12 in remote places of Lao PDR, Indonesia, Myanmar, and Cambodia. Preschool, pre-primary of kindergarten future teachers and has 9 years of basic education and get advanced training for 3 years to become teachers or 10 years of basic education plus 3 years of teacher preparation. For teachers of lower secondary level, future teachers should have 12 years of basic education and 2 years of teacher preparation to earn a diploma in teaching. For upper secondary level, the requirement is 12 years of basic education plus 4 to 5 years of teacher preparation to earn a bachelor's degree. Almost all teacher education provides a teaching practicum, student teaching or field experiences course, so this will provide them the opportunity to apply theories and concepts in the content and pedagogy. So next to academic preparations of teacher professionals in basic education is the components of teacher preparation. So qualified, professionally trained, motivated, and well-supported teachers are the key to quality education. So if there's one element that makes for effective teaching, it is planning. It gets you prepared, it boosts your confidence, it solidifies you as a professional, it makes sure lessons are meaningful. So here are 4 components which are being addressed in the preparation of teachers. First is general knowledge and understanding. So this cluster of knowledge and understanding are embedded in the general education or liberal arts education subjects in college as preparatory to the core content subjects in the liberal education provides the development of the personhood of the future teachers. So general knowledge is something that really helps us to grow both on personal as well as academic level. It narrows our sense of perceiving the world, understands and analyzes the situations better as one without proper knowledge. The second one is pedagogy. So this component provides variety of teaching delivery approaches beyond the traditional methods of teaching. The more innovative methods including student-centered approaches, cooperative learning, project-based learning, and many more based on international values to enhance peace education, sustainable development, and respect for diversity, inclusive education, and global citizenship. So pedagogy is important because it gives teachers an insight into the best practice for a classroom setting. It allows them to understand how different students learn so they can tailor their lesson to suit these needs. As a result, this will improve the quality of their teaching as it will be received by students. The third one is teaching practicum or experiential learning. So in this cluster, knowledge, theories, principles, and pedagogies learned are validated in real-life situation as teachers. So in all ASEAN countries, teaching practicum and experiential learning are required as a component of training or for certification to teach. So practicum is meant to provide students a bridge between the classroom and the practice environment they will soon enter. So students are asked to observe the teachers and take notes, noticing teaching style, management, and other focus areas their professor have asked them to observe. So the last component in the preparation of teachers is specialized knowledge or major courses. So for those who will teach the content of discipline in the upper elementary or the secondary levels, major content courses are learned. So the common degree titles include Bachelor of Education or B.Ed, Bachelor of Elementary Education or B.E.Ed, Bachelor of Secondary Education or B.S.Ed. Postgraduate or PGDip. There are variations from country to country. Several standards and competencies were developed as a guide for all teachers, some of which will be discussed in detail in succeeding lesson. But the most common are standards that revolve around or anchor on the following domains. So here are the common standards that revolve around or anchor on the following domains. So first is skills in the 21st century. So 21st century skills refer to the knowledge, life skills, career skills, habits, and traits that are critically important to student success in today's world. Next is professionalism and accountability. So teachers' professionalism is defined as the knowledge, skills, and practices that must have in order to be an effective teacher. Next is critical competence. So it is the ability of teachers in managing learning that includes the ability to plan a learning program, the ability to interact or manage the learning process, and the ability to perform an assessment. Next, to pedagogical competence is teachers' characteristics or qualities. So the last standards that revolve around or anchor on the following domains is the knowledge competence. So competence is knowledge put into action by the learner in the learning environment. So that's all for the teacher profession across the ASEAN.
Hello, good morning everyone. I am Paula Isabel reporting the teaching profession in ASEAN. I am group 5. Number 1, teacher major responsibilities. There are 3 major responsibilities of professional teacher across different countries. These are the actual teaching, management of learning, and administrative work. These are the responsibilities have be to carried in the teaching hours required, which is 6 to 8 hours a day, 40 to 45 hours per week, 4 weeks per month, and 10 months per year. In between the teaching days are holidays specific to the country, which may affect be civic holidays or religion holidays. So these are the 3 majors. First, the actual teaching refers to the time of management of the teacher, learner. This happens within the official teaching hours. The actual teaching hours from country to country and from school to school. Sometimes actual teacher refers to the contact time or time on task. So kaning actual teaching mao ni siya ang mga tutag alas eskwela, mga tuta sa eskwelahan alas 7 sa buntita, alas 3 sa hapon. So kani mao ni actual teaching ni ang pag-interact sa kanang sa teacher og sa kanang estudyante. Teacher og estudyante og sa atong classmates. Nya second one, management of learning. Of learning refers to the activity that supports the actual teaching. This can be beyond actual time teaching like remediation or enhancement, homework, or co-circumstant activities. So, ang kaning management of learning ni siya sa actual teaching kay kung walay learning dili mabuhat ang actual teaching. So kung sa eskwelahan pa ang management learning mo ni ang mga activities, mga quizzes, mga role panghatag sa tong mga maestra sud sa kana nga kanang eskwela ta mo na related ra na sila sa teaching o sa management of learning kay kanang dili man na ang actual teaching kung walay management of learning, kung walay mga discussion mana. So connection na lang na silang teaching og management. So third one is administrative work, refers to the job that includes writing test exam, checking and recording of the test paper results, attending to the parents, making reports, their relative activities. So kani administrative work morning trabaho sa usa ka teacher ang tig kanang assist sa kanang mga nay PTA meeting sa tong mga mama, tig assist tig kanang record sa mga kanang koan mga exam exam or mga test nato or tig ka ng unsay tawag tig attendance nato, tig check sa mga attendance mo ning trabaho sa istra. With all of the responsibilities that the teacher is required to do, the salary of the teacher vary across the different country. In teacher salary range from low as the US 20 120.50 to the high USD 2,589 per month, or even higher as in the case of which is around 45,055 per year. According to the Global Teacher Status Index report, is based on qualification, teaching experience, and level or grade assigned. Teaching in the public school will be also salary scale. In some countries, there are benefit provided like hardship payment, maternity payment, and other bonuses. In the primary level, teacher handle one special subject. In fact, in some countries, including the Philippines, all the subject in the grade level is one teacher in a self-contained classroom. In some cases, team teaching is practiced either vertically or horizontally. In the vertically team, for example, elementary science will be taught by one teacher from grade 1 to grade 6, while horizontally team teaching, science will be by one teacher in one level with different sections or groups. So, ang sa vertically teacher o sa horizontally teacher, kay ang vertically kay example one specific subject, example science, nagtudlo kag science, sa kana diha sa vertically team teaching kay science nga subject pero grade 1 to grade 6 imong while ang horizontally team teaching kay kuan pwede ka nang ka-teacher, pwede usa ka pwede usa ka subject imuhang tudluan sa usapod ka sa usa ka grade line section. Example, grade 1, section love, heart, section diamond. Pwede pare-pareha usa ra ka subject niya. Subject ra sa usa ka grade level. While on the other hand, in the secondary, the teacher teaches the specific subject area or major in the same level or different grade level too. So, dari lahi pod ilaha. One specific subject ra na example, subject ka kana ra jud major in subject imong tudluan. Pero tudlo pod ka sa laing level, grade 1, I mean grade 7 science, pod ang science sa grade 8. So mao to. So number 2, teacher licensing and recruitment. Most teachers are licensed as professional or are certified to teach by this appropriate agency. Those who are not certified or licensed become para-professional or assistant teacher. In the Philippines, it is called professional regulation. This is PRC. Manang mga nang wala nakapasar. I mean wala og exam or wala nakapasar or kanang censure exam pero makatudlo gihapon sila, pero ang tawag kay Professional Regulation Commission. Tudlo pero ang tawag ana niya kay Professional Commission, PRC, while in Singapore it is Institution for Education, NIE. It is Teacher Education Council, CORASPA, that give us licensure teacher applicant, while in India, Acta 5 teacher license is given by the teacher college for an authority. In other country where no license provided certification is instead this is done by the Ministry of Education or the education college or universities. The teacher recruitment process and qualifications are guided by of Education of the Republic. Schools, individual private schools under the guidance of the policies of the each country ministry. And that's all. I hope you understand.
Good day everyone. I'm Rosa Colyaran, here to discuss about the teacher and the teaching profession and the ASEAN. Benchmarking is learning the best from processes of the world's best educational systems. Say the word benchmarking, it is evaluate, check, or to show particular something by comparison with a standard. In connection, we sometimes check or evaluating which is from the best practices of the world's best educational systems. When we say best educational systems, it is something educational institution possess a high quality for quality education that have been offered to students. Benchmarking from the world's educational system tool not only for learning but also to improve the school. It is a tool where it is improvement planning involves setting explicit targets, identifying strategies to those targets and allocating resources to implement the improvements. And in addition, benchmarking is a process designed to help school leaders, and through benchmarking able to identify the strengths and qualities from the best systems in the world. There are 3 examples of countries beyond ASEAN. There are China and the United States of America. These countries included as samples in a 2013 Global Teacher Status Index. So now, let us find out how their teaching profession is similar to the ASEAN. The first is China. China, being the most populous country, has over 200 million attending public schools, taught by over 9 million teachers in elementary, junior, and senior high schools. China form the largest teaching force in the world. The education system is highly centralized, so syllabi are written by scientists and professors educational commission. The subject matter contents are uniform for all. So the first 6 years of school, primary grades, which are devoted to development of cognitive skills, followed by another 6 years of high school. And the ranges from 40 to 60 students, and the students to cover all the topics in order to pass the national examinations. Student want to attend university, he or she must two versions of the National University Entrance Examination. The reputation of a school will depend on the number of students passed according to Changbin 1995 and Kwang 2000. Education, one of the fundamental Chinese traditions, entered a new era of deep transformation after 1949. It's used as a vital tool for centralization and unification of the country. The new educational system includes 60 education, which is the elementary levels, 3 years of middle school, and 3 years of senior middle school, so equivalent of 60 years. Another 6 years of university, and then varied and vocational schools. Besides setting development for the teaching training system, the Chinese Communist Party affirmed the political and ideological orientation of teachers cultivate cultured persons as teachers with lofty ideas, morality, strong discipline, a sense of mission as engineers of the human soul, and the gardener of the nations. Okay, so there are two main categories of teachers in China based on the structure of their salary or pay. The first category is the Gong state-paid teachers who earn salary comparable to state employees in state-owned enterprises. So the is the Minban or the community-paid teachers who are paid by the community. Their monthly income depends on the economic of the local community. And the state-paid teachers rise into grades according to their years of service performance. So there are 5 grade system are as super grade teachers or the highest level which per level of 5% of the teaching force. Grades in descending order are the senior, first, and the third grade teachers. In 1990, all secondary teachers belong to the senior grade, while the secondary teachers were in the second grade. Most of primary senior grade and first grade. And this pattern of grades of teachers illustrates that the teaching force at the primary is more experienced and older than that of secondary teachers. So the lack of qualified teachers has been in China since economic reforms started in the 1980s. China's teacher licensing. The examination for the secondary teachers by the central government for the elementary teachers are the responsibilities. Generally, primary teachers should have graduated from secondary normal schools or senior secondary, while the junior secondary teachers should at least have from junior teacher colleges. The senior secondary shall graduate from a normal university of teacher holder of degrees from tertiary institutions. The fact that teachers experience the ups and downs and receive low pay for they enjoy unquestionable authority when they deliver knowledge to their students. The universal assumption in Chinese society is tells the single and absolute truth, and the job of the student absorb the knowledge conveyed by the teacher without question. While some subjects like English and mathematics more opportunities for students to practice or to drill lessons, their pace, and the nature of questioning are all the teachers who control the nature of classroom interactions. Common experience for students is to go through the period without talking once, without being idly, or without asking a question. Thought that important knowledge comes from teachers and textbooks. Learning involves listening, thinking, and silent practice. Knowledge espoused by teachers and textbooks is not to be challenged. The lack of connection between course material and the immediate lives. Because of the cultural uniqueness in delivering the lectures, China ranked 1 in the Global Teacher Status Index. Profession is regarded equal to the doctor. This will in the next section of the lessons. Bye! Thank you! This is Rosa.
Good evening! Good evening, classmates, and to our wonderful teacher, Miss Tandag. I am Samuel Junior A. Pinales, and tackling about the Global Teacher Status Index of 2013. In 2013, the a non-profit organization registered with the Charity and Wales conducted the first ever Global Index. The study polled 21 countries that includes Brazil, China, Czech Republic, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Israel, Japan, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Portugal, South Korea, Spain, Switzerland, the United States of America. These countries' performance in PISA and teams major continents of the world. Determine the level of respect afforded the teachers in the data included profile of teacher respect as sought of their profession, teaching, understanding of teacher status, view respect for teachers. China, South Korea, Turkey, Egypt, and Greece received more than the other European and Anglo-Saxon, while Israel and Brazil featured at the low global index. And now, about the teacher status. There are three teacher status. Social status of teachers. Understanding of the teacher status was done by ranking other professions in the country. 2/3 of the country's judge of teachers to be most similar to social workers. Those were from Germany, Switzerland, and the Netherlands. The status was to librarians, USA, and Turkey. And the New Zealand of teacher is most similar to nursing. And it's from China. Think about the teachers as being most. However, to determine the teaching profession in the order of how they are the results shows that there is a high in the primary or elementary school teachers, and head teachers against 14 included. Sought after profession. Could encourage their children to become teachers are as follows. 50 China provides positive encouragement for child to become, while China was joined by the South Korea, while parents in Israel, Portugal, Brazil, and Japan to encourage the children to become teachers. Pupil parents were asked to respond whether they believe by their pupils. Do you respect your teachers? Well, in China, 10% of the respondents believe that the students respect their teachers. Only 27% average per country. Egypt and Singapore have a high belief that pupils respect their teachers with an average. Across Europe, of pessimism about respect for teachers than in Asia and Middle East. European countries responded thought that the pupils teachers than respect them. That's kind of sad. Next, we'll be talking about the perception of teachers. Below is the average actual teacher survey. The respondents were asked if the current too much or just enough. Well, participating countries are China, Greece, New Zealand, Egypt, Singapore, Netherlands, USA, UK, and so while as for China, the actual average salary $, is $17. $23,341. Most countries just pay as similar to teachers' actual pay. In USA, the actual pay was just higher salary, while teachers ought to be rewarded with higher pay. Getting performance-related. Most countries believe that teachers' salary should be based on student learning outcomes. The performance-related should be used according to performance. Do you agree by that? Well, I guess in all, more than 59% of people think teachers according to the performance of their pupils. Countries was 75%. On your own idea. A payment according to your performance? Yes or no? Well, if you have a good performance, then you will receive more than. Number 3, teacher agency and control. The status of the teacher is trust to deliver good education. Based on the results of the survey, country gave a rating below 5, suggest place satisfactory to pass. In Finland and Brazil, displaying strong trust in their teachers, while Israel, Korea, and Egypt are at the bottom of the table, showing. The Varkey James Foundation, or VGF, is valuable as a means of stimulating debate on education. The publication of PISA data country. For this reason, the VGF mission for the big impact their study has made on teacher status index. And listen to the lesson about the status professional teachers and the teaching profession. Holistically, it described the current schooling where the teachers are supposed to be employed. May teach in the primary level or the secondary level. One of these qualifications is the teachers prefer which they earn in college education. When employed, all the subjects in a particular grade level classes. On the other hand, those who are allowed to teach their major areas. As a professional teachers, they have first is actual teaching, learning, and third is the administrative work. Furthermore, Lesson 2 provided information about the rather global teacher index. Report information from 21 countries worldwide. Teachers, you were informed on how teachers are, how much they are paid, and how much influence they have. Data vary from country to country. Been chosen as a participant in the survey, results will be similar.